This concludes today's episode. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bova Telepictures and Distribution. See you next time on another episode of the show. Goodbye for now. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode 1025. That's right, 1025 of the show. How's it going, everybody? Thanksgiving Eve. It is November 22nd, 2023, 10:11 p.m. And AEW Dynamite just got over. It is the fallout from Full Gear and also the beginning of the Continental Classic. And the Continental Classic, there's going to be a new championship, the AEW Continental Champion. Yes, I think AEW wants to do nothing but counter the WWE's Intercontinental Championship. Interesting. Here's an interesting tidbit. If the international title gets unified with the Continental Championship, will it be the AEW Intercontinental Championship? I don't know if anybody just figured this out. Like, why do we need more belts? Anyways, here's how the Continental Classic goes. It's a round-robin tournament. There's going to be no knockout tournament. Of course, it's a point. It's going to be going by a point system, of course. There'll be each match will be 20 minutes, time limit. A win will get you 3 points. A draw gets you 1 point. Everyone's banned from ringside. If you get DQ'd or something like that, would break the rules, you lose 1 point. Now, there are 2 leagues. The Gold and the Blue Leagues. And the Gold League has, this is a 12-person tournament. And note, the Ring of Honor and the Ring of Honor World and New Japan Strong titles are on the line, along with the AEW Continental Championship. Whoever wins will be a Triple Crown champion, an AEW Triple Crown champion. So the Gold League, it consists of Swerve Strickland, Jay Lethal, Jon Moxley, Roosh, Jay White, and Mark Briscoe. The Blue League will consist of Bryan Danielson, Andrade El Idolo, Brody King, Claudio Castagnoli, Daniel Garcia, and the Ring of Honor World and New Japan Strong champion, Eddie Kingston. So, the first matchup of that Gold League is Jay Lethal versus Swerve Strickland. Now, Swerve Strickland, despite going through HE double hockey sticks in that Texas Death Match against Hangman Adam Page, defeated Jay Lethal in that matchup and got himself 3 points. Be the first person to score 3 points in the Continental Classic. Renee Paquette interviewed Orange Cassidy, Hook, and Katsuyori Shibata, all champions, as you know. Cassidy, the international champion, Hook, the FTW champ, and Shibata, the Ring of Honor Pure champion. And Orange Cassidy says, I have an announcement to make, but Wheeler Yuta cuts off Orange Cassidy and starts running his mouth as usual. So there is that. MJF and Monaco addressed the Chicago crowd, and they were talking about their survival they're talking about Full Gear and what happened, MJF survival of that. But as the lights go wild, the devil starts laughing. The so-called devil, the guy in the devil mask starts laughing, and then Samoa Joe shows up, interrupts Cole and MJF. He wants a rematch, but MJF decided to go back on his word, and Samoa Joe got up to grab him and hurt him, but then Cole stops him by saying, hey, MJF, listen, now hear him out. And he goes, well, I want the match right now. He goes, no, I'm going to wait till you're 100%, man. Why don't we go at it at World's End? And MJF goes, that's fine. I'll take that. So you gotta respect Samoa Joe to say, hey, I don't want to I don't want to beat up and injure MJF. I want him at 100%. So gotta respect Samoa Joe. He wants the best out of people. That's what Samoa Joe wants. So a trios matchup has been happening. Hook, Katsuyori Shibata, and Orange Cassidy versus Jake Hager and 2.0. That'll be Daddy Magic Matt Menard and Cool Hand and Angelo Parker. But then Orange Cassidy stops, and I got the announcement, and then Danhausen, he's returning. Yes, Danhausen, returning to AEW. Looks like whoever reported him selling bootleg AEW shirts is full of lies and bunk and propaganda. So whoever lied about Danhausen can go Fortnite himself up as Minecraft and kiss my Leroy Jenkins. So, anyways, so Danhausen returns, and he put Jake Hager's hat on, cursed Jake Hager and all this, drove 2.0 crazy, but in the end, Hook, Shibata, and Cassidy did pick up the victory. And then Renee Paquette interviewed Cole. Cole once again. Aaron Cole says he's looking forward to. And then Roderick Strong's, and then Adam Cole looked at Roderick Strong. I'm not your best friend anymore. Please leave me alone and stop it. So then Roderick Strong is a complete cuckoo bird. That's what Roderick Strong is, a complete cuckoo bird. And that's, well, bye-bye. So Christian Cage, this is a dangerous situation. And Christian Cage, decided to come out and address what happened at Full Gear. But he decided to rechristen Luchasaurus, as he tells him to get down on one knee, as Killswitch. And then he rechristened Nick Wayne as the Prodigy. But Shayna Wayne, the lovely widow of Buddy Wayne, came out, kind of objected to this whole thing. He's trying to talk some sense to her son. And then Christian Cage tells her off. But then as Christian Cage still disrespects her, Luchasaurus, a.k.a. Killswitch, decided to stand right in front of her, and Christian got in Christian Cage's face and kind of defied him a little bit. But then all of a sudden, he ended up slapping Luchasaurus. Luchasaurus about to go after him, but Christian Cage shoves him right into Shayna. Christian Cage tells Nick Wayne, get 2 chairs, and then Christian Cage put 1 chair under Shayna's head. And then about to do the concerto, but then he hands it over to Luchasaurus, says, you do it. And then Nick Wayne should have stopped him and all that. That's his mother, for goodness sakes. Adam Copeland comes out, attacks Luchasaurus, and Nick Wayne, but then he was well out to Christian Cage, but Luchasaurus pulls him out of the ring, a.k.a. Killswitch. And then Nick Wayne was speared, and then he got hit with the concerto. He didn't want to do it, but then, hey, listen, Tony Schiavone's right. It's all Christian Cage's fault. And then Shayna Wayne was checking up on him, and Adam Copeland, I should say, not Adam Cole. Adam Copeland was the one that speared everybody, and kind of looked back. It looks like him and Christian on a collision course. TNT title. Christian Cage better shine that belt up nice, because I think Adam Copeland's going to take that title. So Renee Paquette interviews Anna Jay, but as she was about to talk, Matt Menard and Jake Hager were complaining about the trios match day long. He says, you got Jake Hager in his hat, you got Angelo Parker and Level Ruby. Said, what the heck is going on here? And then Anna Jay goes, shut up, it's about me. I'm going to do in the ring, I'm going to do what I can, I'm going to beat Ruby, and I'm going to beat Sky Blue. Then they have the gold match, number 2, Roosh versus Jay White. The Guns tried to make an attempt to stay at ringside, but no, everybody has to be banned from ringside. So the Guns were ejected right away. But despite that, though, it was a good matchup, and then Jay White ended up winning the matchup. He got the 3 points, so he's the second person to get 3 points in the Gold League. Remember, this is a round-robin tournament, non-knockout tournament, non-elimination style tournament. And then after the Full Gear Media scrum at one point, Chris Jericho interrupts Big Bill and Ricky Starks, but then Big Bill and Ricky Starks attacked Chris Jericho and tried to neutralize that Judas Effect elbow by hurting his elbow. So there's that. And now for the fun part. Special presentation, like an award. It's going to be like an award show type. RJC and Renee Paquette presents the AEW Women's World Title, and the winner is Timeless Toni Storm. I'm like, oh boy. And Timeless Toni Storm comes out, and she accidentally fell. But Luther tried to help her up, and Tony goes, I'm fine. And then she said, I wasn't prepared for this, so I decided, and everybody's chanting, speech. Everybody loved it. So I love Toni Storm. And she put on the glasses. She looks gorgeous. And read the speech, and read the speech, and she was holding the title, and she was happy. So Toni Storm, a 3-time AEW Women's World Champion, Timeless Toni Storm. She is timeless. I'll tell you that. And Mariah May presented her with a belt, which is so super cool. So we'll see what happens. Then they had the Sky Blue crash, the three-way. Like Tony Storm's like, what? How dare she, right? It was Sky Blue, Anna Jay, and Ruby Soho. A lot of shenanigans, no pun intended, happened in this matchup. You had Ruby Soho and Angela Parker making eyes at each other, and Saraya and Matt Menard trying to separate them. And Anna Jay saying, watch me, don't watch Ruby, and all that. And it got to the point where Sky Blue took advantage of the whole situation, being a smart young lady that she is, and ended up winning the matchup. Renee Paquette interviewed Wardlow about, was it when, no offense, but when is it your time? He's out, what are you waiting for? So I'll do it on my time. And A.R. Fox goes, yeah, I get it. You're blaming everybody else, and yada, yada, yada. And then A.R. Fox got headbutted by Wardlow. So I'm sure those two are going to go at it pretty soon. The Continental Classic Gold League number 3, match number 3, it was the main event. Heck of a matchup between Mark Briscoe and Jon Moxley. These two went at it. But Jon Moxley ended up winning the match, earning 3 points. So it is Strickland, White, and Moxley earning 3 points in the Continental Classic. But both men did shake their hands out after the match with respect. Classy on the part of Mark Briscoe and Jon Moxley. So that is it. That's all the time we have on this show. And as you know, tomorrow will be the 1026th episode of Press Your Luck. So check that out there. So until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. Ladies and gentlemen, this YouTube channel vlog show is of authenticity, inspiration, and realness. It is also about personality, good times, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And now, here is your host of the show, Mr. Big Beefy E himself, the elder statesman of Rant and Rave, and Mr. Shenanigans himself, Eric M. Lima.